What is up, YouTube? It's Yao4772 here, coming to you guys with I'm gonna be talking about the recent bannings. I'm gonna do a little update on my channel about like trade binders and deck techs and stuff. I'm gonna do a brief overview of some decks that you guys could play even after JTMS and Stoneforge are banned. So first things first, if you don't know already, Wizards posted an article like 12 midnight today about the bannings of Jason Mind Sculptor and Stoneforge Mystic, and so a lot of people. It was pretty half and half. Like a lot of people were really ecstatic about it because it's gonna bring about like new formats. Call's gonna die and Valakut might take over. And a lot of people were also equally upset because they invested a bunch of money into Jason Stoneforge. Well, Stoneforge isn't like as bad because she still has a lot of play in other constructed formats and like Legacy and stuff like that. Because her and Battle Skull are like just ridiculous. They're just like redefining Legacy. So Jason's Stoneforge are banned. I can understand Jace because he was really good. Like he was really good. So like in the hands of a good player, like they would know when to drop him, and he would just like shift through, like filter through cards and stuff for them for like a ridiculous amount of time before he actually got destroyed. And he was also an alternate win condition in the form of Fate Sealing in Ultimate. But Stoneforge Mystic, I don't see why she got banned. I know she was pretty overpowered because of Batterskull, the release of Batterskull, but still, the people who created Batterskull were like, yeah, we're going to create this card because we want to take Stoneforge Mystic to new heights. And then they go around and ban her. Which is kind of weird because they also just Wizards released an event deck called War of Attrition. You guys probably already heard of it. And it contains 2 copies of Stoneforge Mystic. Well, the exception to the banning is that if you keep the event deck intact, then you could still play the Mystics, but nobody's gonna like do that because the event decks still like, I mean, they're pretty close to like competitive play, but they're still a ways away. They're not gonna like win you like FNM or anything. So I don't think Mystics are gonna see any more play. In Standard at least. So that being said, a lot of people are starting to innovate new decks. I mean, of course, Valakut's going to come back, but a lot of people are going to innovate new decks to like in accordance to this ban, which doesn't go in effect until July 1st. So I mean, if you want to play like Callblade and stuff, like until then, I guess you can. July 1st, by the way, is next Friday. So, if you want to play like Callblade this FNM, then you can, but next FNM you can't. I mean, like, I guess you can, but like you just have to do it without Jason Stoneforge Mystics. So some decks that people are thinking Valakut's is gonna come back. Red deck is gonna be like it's gonna be pretty good. Like Koth is already like a monster, and I personally think that Mono Black is going to be pretty good because it has a lot of tools now. Like it has Despise for Valakut, like Primeval Titans and Lotus Cobras and Oracles and stuff like that. It also has Phyrexian Obliterator that turn 4, 5/5 can't be countered. Well, not can't be countered, but it won't be countered by Valakut since they don't run any counters. And like it's pretty devastating for Valakut. Like they're gonna have to outrace the Phyrexian Obliterator. They don't want to attack into him or anything. Like Primeval Titan, they're gonna use their mountains to try to race the other player as fast as possible. which Valakut does do a pretty good job of. But I still think like Phyrexian Obliterate is just gonna be a monster now. Like without Jace to like bounce him, he's just gonna be he's gonna be pretty big. Another deck. So obviously the ban list didn't really affect me because I couldn't afford Jaces, so that's a good thing. And I sold my Stoneforges for like $18 a piece, like a month ago because I'm like an exclusive standard player. So, and she's about to rotate, so it's not a big deal. I do run a blue-white control deck, however, and it doesn't run either of those cards. It's a classic take on the traditional blue-white control from like back when Valakut was big, like last year when Scars was just released. So yeah, like I'll do a deck tech of it later, after Mr. Lubufu's tournament. And but like for starters, it runs this card, Baby Jaces. First, it was there to combat big Jaces, but now obviously that he's not going to be around, he's still Jace Bellerin's still a really good target for Sun Titan, and he's definitely my favorite Planeswalker. I mean, like the anime one looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty cool. I also have a mono black deck slash black red deck in the works right now. So like this is kind of like the start of it. It's not really like, I just need Phyrexian Obliterators like really, and I'll be done. So I'm gonna try to trade for those and hopefully do a deck tech, unless you guys want to see proxies, which I don't think you guys do. So I'll try to do a try to get this deck completed as fast as possible and take it to my local FNMs and see how it does. And yeah. And so last thing on the agenda for this video is my trade binder. As you can see, I got a new binder because my old one was getting beat up. So I got a new one, and hopefully this one's durable. I haven't done a trade binder in like 2 weeks. Might have been. It's probably a little bit more than 2 weeks now. So I'm gonna try to get this to you up tomorrow. Like it's got some good stuff in it right now. Like it's got Tempered Steels and Mirran Crusaders and like some cool stuff. But a lot of my big stuff is it's gone right now. I'm just waiting for 3 more trades to come in. Hopefully tomorrow. They sent like mid last week, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll come in tomorrow. So, and if I do get those cards in, that's cool. I'll put them in the binder, and well, I'll put what I traded for in the binder, and the rest, like the cards I actually needed, will go in my decks. And I'll update a trade binder. If they don't come, I'll still update my trade binder because I'll be going out of town tomorrow night, and won't be back until Friday. So I kind of want to start getting some trades rolling in by tomorrow. So I will do an update, and a deck tech of my 2 decks will come soon. And yeah, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the bans. I wasn't really affected, so I mean, I was actually pretty happy. Although my friend wasn't. So yeah, if you want to Skype me, play some games, talk some strategy, just PM me your Skype info and I'll give you mine, and we'll talk and we'll play some games, and I can actually show you this deck because not very many people know about this deck right now. Like 2 of my Skype friends, like MTG82 guy and Scooter, know about it, and like the people in my locals. So and it's a pretty solid deck. Let me know. And yeah, peace out, YouTube.